السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات الصف الثالث الثانوي، أهلا بكم في قناة سوسن سامي-English. النهاردة إن شاء الله هنحل مع بعض exercise unit 3 and 4 للمراجعة النهائية في كتاب جيم. عندي هنا صفحة 44. The young scholar has just written an interesting book which has a new approach to treating the new virus. A very experienced heart surgeon will perform the operation on my uncle's heart. The government is doing a lot of efforts to promote human rights in many fields. The doctor advised me to do a highly specific yoga exercise to relieve work-related stress. Grandmother always says that seeing her grandchildren give her a sense of well-being and comfort. Page number 46. Hardware is a piece of computer software which does a particular job. Samir has some work pressures and finds it hard to concentrate. The company makes software to protect wireless phones from hackers and viruses. The accident left the victim in a serious condition which can lead to a permanent hearing loss that will last forever. Mona suffers from asthma and the doctor advised her to move to a less polluted area. Page 48. It had been raining continually for days and the village was in a state of alert. The COVID-19 injection is highly effective, so don't let anyone else use your things. طبعا هي مش effective، المفروض contagious اللي هي ديت contagious اللي هي معدي يعني. Diabetes is a serious disease in which there is a high level of sugar in your blood. Emails and mobile phones have largely transformed the way people communicate. The patients in the ICU room اللي هي غرفة الرعاية المركزة have various devices attached to them that monitor the vital signs. Although Alia didn't do much revision, she got high marks. We must take action to deal with the problem before it spreads to other areas. I don't think people are really aware of the effect of pollution on the world climate. The museum is undergoing a major expansion. 3 new sections will be added to it. My cousin conquered his fear of flying and traveled by air. The verb conquer is similar to the meaning of the verb overcome. Page number 55. I can't buy the children anything else today. I've spent far too much money already. To balance the prices, the OPEC usually has conferences to agree on amounts for oil production for countries. My grandmother is recovering from a major heart operation she had last month. The news about Salah's new contract is expected to be officially announced soon. My son showed a great talent as an actor in the drama group at school. Page number 56. The agriculture company changed their marketing approaches to include the principles and practice of green marketing. Burnout is the mental and physical condition of having no energy left or becoming ill after a period of very hard work. A surgery is a medical treatment in which a doctor cuts open someone's body. Experimenting on mice can give us an idea of the effect of drugs on humans. People who frown a lot or have very expressive faces usually develop deep lines as they got older. Doctors always advise us not to immerse ourselves in our work and have time for social activities. Due to its high cost, the reform program was never fully implemented. I told my friends that the afternoon is convenient for getting together as I have a lot of work to do. The surgeon suggested an exploratory explanatory operation in my uncle to check on the state of the joint. The city is trying to promote itself as a tourist center by international propaganda campaign. The records show that the damaged building had not been inspected for 10 years. Mother scolded my little brother for making a mess at my sister's birthday party. A thermometer is a piece of equipment used for discovering the presence of light, heat, or movement. Harry Potter wasn't a spectacularly successful novel till it was made into a film. United Arab Emirates sent a spacecraft to Mars so as to discover more about it. There was a good reason to suppose that the tourists had left the country after their crime. Dentist told my son that teeth have a hard surface layer called enamel, which we should keep. Armed police forces quickly surrounded the building after they knew that some robbers had broken into the bank. Page number 57. Most students complained that the principal's daughter received special treatment from teacher. The company administration offered the staff a training course covering effective time directing skills to improve productivity. Up till now, scientists haven't proved that there is no human life elsewhere in the earth. Governments have a responsibility to look after the health and welfare of the community. We would like feedback to be an ongoing process, and we welcome all your comments, positive or negative. People under a lot of stress may experience headache, minor pains, and sleeping difficulties. Astronomer is a scientist who studies the stars and the planets. Unfortunately, a lot of people nowadays have become addicted to the internet. The concert was well enough announced, but the ticket sales were not very good. Dr. Zuel pioneered the application of laser technique to medical treatment. Okay. At primary school, children learn the basic skills needed for the next stages of their education. Climate change is one of the burning issues as the whole world is affected by it. The Minister of Finance was asked about the pay increase, but he made no comment. All classrooms in most secondary schools in Egypt were wired for connection to the internet. Scientists hope that the data from the space mission will pave the way of a more detailed exploration of Mars. The violent prisoner showed no emotion as he was led away out of the country by soldiers. There is growing dispute that people whose diets are rich in vitamins are less likely to develop some types of cancer. A hacker is someone who secretly uses or changes the information in other people's computer system. Smartphones are believed to be one of the greatest innovations of modern times. And page number 58. Many people predicted that our business would fail, but it has done very well. On this website, you have to enter the information in a specific order in order to sign up correctly. Many plants cannot survive in very cold conditions and are affected badly. Steven Spielberg is a film director who is known for using powerful detection in most of his films, such as Jurassic Park and Avatar. The latest missiles can be fired with incredible accuracy as they use modern laser technique. I think it's great that there are people who are willing to give charities their time on a voluntary basis. Athletics is sports such as running, jumping, and throwing that people compete in. The bank hired a computer consultant to assess how the company can upgrade its system. Experts think we should put as much emphasis on preventing diseases as we do on curing it. This cream is for external use only. It must not be put inside the body. Your academic qualification may not be the deciding factor in this job, as it requires other personal skills. When he was at the army, Muhammad learned how to deal many kinds of firearms. My grandmother always tells me that it's better not to involve myself يعني دخل نفسي يعني in other personal people's private affairs. In large classes, children feel that they cannot interact with the teacher properly. The doctor advised his patient not to exceed the recommended limit of 6 grams of salt per day. The babies in this unit have various devices attached to them that monitor the vital signs. A memo is a short official note to another person in the same company or organization. Reversing round a corner is one of the steps you are required to perform in a driving test. All the participants in the cooking contest received a free cookbook for the best chefs in the country. In the landfill site, rubbish and waste are separated into 4 different bins in order to recycle them. After the operation, the patient needed a transfusion to replace the blood he lost. After the marathon, the runners were coughing and struggling for breath. The discovery of anesthesia transformed medical surgery for the better. Page number 59. After some weeks in London, Minna is getting better at pronouncing English words. Young men and women depend largely on their family at the beginning of their married life. The school has been asked to take action to improve the students' exam result. Alexander the Great conquered and ruled many countries. The verb conquer is similar in meaning of defeat. Yasser's failure to get the right job has been a great frustration to him. Our application was rejected, but the company gave no reason for its decision. My cousin was punished when his father found out about his smoking habit. It's still not possible to accurately predict the occurrence of earthquake. The verb predict is the opposite of the verb ignore. On average, a person's income is highest when they are in their mid-50s. The worker was hurt in the building site as he wasn't paying attention to the safety instruction. The two friends moved away 5 years ago, but we still keep in touch. Desert plants and animals are adapted to cope with extreme heat. We really need imaginary solution to our present day problems. Doctors say that the symptoms of COVID-19 or flu may last several days. It's silly worrying about things which are outside your control. Because I don't have enough money, I share a flat with 5 other friends at colleague. Layla was frowning when she entered the room, so I knew that she was annoyed. The synonym of the word frowning is pout. After the firefighter rescued the child, he was cured for smoke inhalation. Countries may have similar or different customs for New Year in your country. We were each given a specific topic to talk about. The antonym of the adjective specific is common. Okay. Advanced exercise, page number 60. On my first day at the office, my colleagues told me that personal phone calls are frowned on at work. You should allow 2 weeks for your visa application to be launched. Only 4 teams are promoted to the first division of the football league every year. I think the company places too much stress on cost and not enough on quality. The young scientist devised a new product for the treatment of industrial waste. The children are the center of the universe of all Egyptian families. My grandfather used to have a traditional fireplace with a tile defense. American military aircraft are generally in progress of other nationalities. The chain which father bought me was too long, so I removed a few of the ties. Rafael Nadal is a tennis player with a highly individual style. Contrary to common belief, breast cancer is not specific to women, and few men also had it. My uncle is keen on spending enough quality time with his children every day. The airline has been criticized for failing to care for warning about lack of الروتين اللي خاص بالأمن يعني. Parents must be alert to the symptom of any disease their children might have. My father always advises me to have good friends as a success or failure are contagious معناها معدية يعني. We need more and better roads because the volume of traffic has grown by a quota of 4 in the last few years. There is an article on flying motorbike in the last brochure of the car magazine. The famous footballer always makes sure that his private life is off limits to the press. The chief measured out a cup of milk and added it to the mixture. My brother is in better physical shape than I am because he does a lot of exercise. Number 69. I can't visit you tomorrow as I will be doing research on global warming all day. There will be more electric vehicles in 10 years' time. She is setting the table. They are going to have lunch. She is having an operation next Tuesday. Will you help me with my suitcase, please? I don't think he will pass the driving test. He can hardly drive. He will be waiting for you at 7 in the evening next Friday. It's expected that Ahmed will have written 5 reports by time he leaves his office. When will you visit Ahmed after he arrives? He is flying to the KSA next Friday. His flight leaves at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm not sure what I will be doing this time next Friday. I may be washing my car. When you meet Ahmed, thank him for the valuable watch. By 8 o'clock tomorrow, I will have sent all these invitation cards. I want to have done all of my homework before you get home. In the years ahead, it seems likely that people will have been acquired greater control over nature. One day, people will be able to go to the moon on holiday. Sameh is going to have another baby in June. He has got a new job and things will be getting better soon. Page number 70. Page number 70. The builders say that they will have finished the roof by Tuesday. I'll help you with your homework. All of these I finish the dishes يعني after وهوين as soon as تنفع. What will you be doing at 6:30 tomorrow? I will write the email tomorrow but now I find I can't. He wants to buy the new car before he has saved enough money. Get your coat on. I'm taking you down to the doctor. I'm going to be working all day tomorrow so I want to have time to shop. I will drink my coffee while I am waiting for the bus. We predict that a cure for COVID-19 will be discovered in the future. I haven't seen Omar for 10 years. I am sure he will have grown very tall. My wife won't have finished preparing the lunch till 4 o'clock. Surely all the guests will have arrived by the time the party started. After the car has been serviced, we will start the journey to Matruh. Who do you think will win the final match? Please don't ring the doorbell when you get here. My baby will be sleeping. I promised my teacher would study hard and do all the homework. After I have studied this lesson, I will have finished the whole course. I think the plane is about to take off. Is your seat belt done up? She promised that she wouldn't tell him about it. I think that Ali will visit me once he receives my invitation. Page number 71. Which of the following sentence is grammatically correct? While you are traveling abroad, I will have cleaned the flat. My son will get a good job once he has graduated. This means he is still a student. Why don't we go to the book fair and buy some books? You could stop working and have some rest if you feel tired. Let's call Ahmed and ask him what he think about the problem. How about starting the meeting with coffee and cakes? You should watch that movie, it's really good. We could study English or finish physics tonight. Have you thought about going out and visiting the museum? Why don't you try to save more money? He always uses his money very recklessly. How about رقم exercise 49. How about باينة عندكم 49 yes. How about getting your mom a necklace for her birthday? Have you considered looking for another job? Since you don't want to get the red hat, how about the blue one? It looks good. Why don't you buy a new car? Yours always breaks down. I recommend that she focus on improving her speaking. If he is unhappy at his job, then let's quit or tell his boss directly. She recommends trying some types of exercise to relieve stress. Do you fancy going out tonight? And general exercise لسه ما جاتش. Page number 72. I suggest that he think more about it before he makes a decision. To keep fit and stay healthy, you have to take enough of the right kinds of exercise. The wound has healed now. You don't have to wear that bandage any longer. The car broke down and we had to have it towed to a service station. Could Egypt have been beaten Cameroon last have beaten هي المفروض هنا could Egypt have beaten Cameroon last night مش passive هتبقى active. I have got دي مش مظبوطة. I have got to learn English fluently. No wonder you always look pale. You ought to get more fresh air. He needn't come with us if he doesn't want to. It's very important to me and I really mustn't be late. Munir is a millionaire's son. He doesn't have to worry about anything in life. I ought to have gone to the butcher's on the way home, but I forgot. You don't need to see a doctor. You're perfectly healthy. I wish you told me they were on the phone. I needn't have gone all the way to their house. I don't have to work very hard, but I do now. Okay. No one likes 71. No one likes having to work at the weekend. You weren't supposed to do that. Means you shouldn't have done it. It isn't necessary for us to leave soon. Means we don't need to leave soon. Osama was to visit his father at the hospital every day last month, but now he is well at home. Ola suggested that they should all go for a walk in the afternoon, provided it didn't keep on raining. Teacher, don't forget to read the questions carefully so that you won't give answers that are out of the point. And keep calm, don't worry, you will do alright. And this kind of advice. Shall we have a party for your birthday? This is a kind of suggestion. You want your friend to help you with your problem. You say, could you help me with my problem? Which sentence is correctly structured? رقم B. He had to cook the dinner as his wife was ill. Which sentence expressed lack of necessity? My father didn't have to buy a big car last year. Necessity is expressed in one of the following sentences. My friend needed to master 2 languages to get the job. Which sentence is correctly structured? رقم B. My teacher had to mark the exam paper before the weekend. This means it was necessary for him to mark the exam papers before the weekend. One mustn't park in a no parking area. The sentence which has a similar meaning to the one above it. It's forbidden to park in a no parking area. When my children are over 12, I'll have to buy a large flat. It will طبعا the sentence which has a similar meaning to the one above is it will be necessary to buy a larger flat when my children are over 12. عندي الجنرال اكسرسايز ليونت 3 and 4 page number 74. The research presents a new approach to measuring performance at school. Many people complain that the famous TV program was moved to is convenient for viewers, convenient time طبعا for many viewers. Charitable or less profitable business processes will have difficulty in finding financial support. The company's products have been promoted mainly through advertising in famous TV channels. The national football team were given the full VIP treatment at the airport. Doctors advise us to take time for exercises and refreshment, however busy we are. Experts think that practicing yoga improves my power of concentration. Giving up our car has radically altered our lifestyle. The antonym of the verb alter is remain. I think the global warming will still be getting worse in the future. You could visit Egypt or Spain if you want to have a good holiday. I suggested that your brother study grammar more if he wants to get the full mark. Stop coming to work late or you will lose your job. He will have learned more French words and lessons by next year. When he has left the office, he will have received more than 10 emails. You say I shouldn't have used a screwdriver. What should I have used? My car has been making a strange noise lately. I should have taken it to the garage and get it seen. Which of the following is correctly punctuated? رقم C. عندي page number 75 here. What could the sentence he smiled what could the sentence he smiled and said طبعا a comma and or semicolon بعد كلمة said. A social invitation to a friend at your workplace is a kind of an informal email. What is the first sentence of a paragraph called the introduction sentence؟ طبعا عندي القطعة بعد ما نقرأها هيبقى الحل رقم 21 رقم A، 22 رقم C، 23 رقم D، 24 B، 25 C. Okay, turn the page with me. 26 رقم A، 27 D، 28 رقم B. القطعة الثانية 29 D، 30 D، 31 B، 32 رقم B. اوكي سنة ثالثة. عندي صفحة 77 33 رقم A and 34 رقم D، 35 B and 36 رقم C. عندي الترانسليشن رقم 37 حلها رقم B، 38 رقم D، 39 رقم A، 40 رقم D. اوكي دي نهاية حلول اكسرسايز يونت 3 and 4 من كتاب جيم للمراجعة النهائية للصف الثالث الثانوي. يا رب تكون الحلقة مفيدة بالنسبة لك، انك انت بتراجع معايا الحل اللي انت حليته وتشوفه كده مظبوط ولا ايه. لو في اي كومنتس ممكن تكتبها بيلو يعني اسفل الفيديو. وكمان شير لاصحابك اللي ممكن يستفادوا من الفيديو دوت. ما تنساش لايك للفيديو واشتراك في القناة وتفعيل زر الجرس. كانت معكم سوسن سامي، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.